Are we going on? Yay!
हेलो गुड इवनिंग वेलकम। ये है हमारा बिग बॉस 14 का रिव्यू। पर आज बहुत स्पेशल
अरे what Big Boss 14? Isn't it 14.5?
हाँ, 15.99 यहीं पे हो जाएगा। यू एब्सोल्युटली राइट एंड आई थिंक वेलकम टू आवर स्पेशल एडिशन, क्योंकि आज कॉकटेल नाइट है। I've got my cocktail. Have you got yours?
Yes.
Woo!
You actually have a coffee. I just have this boring drink. But listen, I think this season is making me like want to turn into some alcoholic because I can't bear to see what is happening. ये क्या हो रहा है ये show में? I firstly missed a lot of what happened, so I have no idea what's going on. I managed to watch Weekend का वार. तो क्या हो रहा है season में? I mean,
बहुत कुछ
like,
हो रहा है, बहुत कुछ हो
are
रहा है।
people still in the house? Like, has anybody left?
नहीं, अभी तक आई थिंक समवन लेफ्ट। सोनाली वेंट, रिमेंबर? सोनाली forgot.
That was
Have
like
you?
in 2000 and I don't know when. I
It
mean,
was last year. And then who else left? Yeah, there was somebody else just left now. Vikas Gupta, he left. And he didn't take the joker card. मतलब joker card उन्होंने use नहीं किया। उन्होंने अपना बड़प्पन दिखाया और कहा कि नहीं, मैं महान हूँ, मुझे घर जाना है, क्योंकि मैं किसी की जगह नहीं लेना चाहता। पर I
oh
feel
God, yeah.
कि Vikas was given the thing. He was given this talk, okay, which is like maybe it's some. I think it was a little bit Morse code kind of code language था उसमें, कि आपके माँ बाप कह रहे हैं कि हमने उनको फोन किया था, वो यहाँ पे आना नहीं चाहते, और ये सारी बातें यहाँ पे मत करो। आई एम श्योर कि ये थोड़ी बातें होंगी कि पी 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 पी, विकास गुप्ता अभी निकल आओ, क्योंकि हमें आपको वापस भेजना है फैमिली के टास्क में। सो आई एम श्योर दैट देयर सम काइंड ऑफ
अरे लेकिन what is going on there? उसको ना, they should just keep him in the house only ना, like for all the seasons. Like they should just tie him on the captain's bed
नो,
and leave him.
बेसिकली वो बीमार रहा है, पूरी
Big
पूरे
Boss
पूरे टाइम
is
बीमार
not
था।
getting over. Huh? Dude, what
ही
are
वाज
you drinking?
अनवेल ना,
Damn good.
he was unwell, so basically he basically is unwell the whole time। वो कभी भी ठीक नहीं था। एंड इट्स नॉट अ बैड थिंग कि आप बीमार हो, पर आप बीमार हो तो ऐसे शो में मत आओ। पर जब आए हो तो कुछ करो, अगर नहीं करोगे
But
तो फिर नहीं दिखोगे।
लेकिन मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि वो बीमार था तो इसलिए वो बाहर गया, तो वो वापस क्यों, अगर वो फिर भी बीमार था and he was not recovered, तो वो वापस क्यों आया? I'm just confused. And then where's Manu Punjabi? Like, I mean, he was also sick, so then he can also come back. अरे let everybody come back, no?
सम रियल फैन इज सेइंग चौकीदार बना दो विकास को। हम एंड नहीं, मैंने
And
बोला
you
कि
thought, we were bad and what we were going to say, but I mean, clearly the the viewers have this similar view.
they have a different view altogether। yeah, so basically आज के एपिसोड में क्या हुआ, आपको कुछ खबर है या नहीं?
हाँ, ओके, सो मैं देखने की कोशिश कर रही थी, इट वाज ऑन, आई वाज वाचिंग इट, बट Devolina Chillana, and she just like took off or something, and then everyone was screaming, and then some was a group screaming, and then there were like two people screaming and three people screaming and more quick, and then I didn't understand what was happening. So I went out and I asked my mom and dad, I said, आप लोगों को पता है कि ये किसके बारे में चिल्ला रहे हैं, कोई मुझे एक्सप्लेन करो। I don't know what is happening, what are they doing, what are they screaming about, and why are they only screaming? Does nobody have anything else to say and do in the show?
तो फिर क्या हो सकता है? बेसिकली पहले तो राखी ने एक प्रे किया जीसस को, उसने प्रभु को एक प्रेयर
Jesus,
किया।
first you have to
जस्ट
pronounce it properly. जीसस।
नहीं, क्यों वो जैसे उनकी मर्जी वैसे करे, मतलब आई एम श्योर कि जीसस नहीं बोलेंगे कि मेरा नाम ये है, मेरा नाम वो है। वो तो प्रभु है, ईश्वर है, वो तो सबका सुनते हैं। आपको पता नहीं है? चलो मेडिटेशन करते हैं। क्या दिख रहा है? काला।
I want to
काला दिख
go.
रहा है।
I want to go right now and sit in a church and pray to Jesus that this show ends, please.
प्लीज माउंट मेरी में चले जाओ, और वहां पे मदर मेरी को बोलो, हमारी मत लो, और मदर मेरी इनको निकाल दो प्लीज। बट टेल मी समथिंग, ये प्रेयर
हाँ,
कर रही थी कि मैं बेसिकली, आज मुझे लगा कि राखी सावंत अपना सफाया करना चाहती है, मतलब जो उसने पिछले हफ्ते किया है अभिनव के साथ, हरासमेंट, नाड़ा खींचा, जो भी है, अभी वो कह रही, वो मोनोलॉग्स कर रही है कैमरे के साथ, वो गंदे मोनोलॉग्स, बहुत क्रीपी मोनोलॉग्स,
justification, justification.
मतलब क्लैरिफिकेशन, और मतलब अपने आप को सफा, आपके अपनी खुद के गेम को साफ कर रही है कि मैं ऐसे नहीं चाहती, मैं तो चाहती हूँ पति पत्नी ठीक रहे, वो कैसे करती
अरे
है, शी
अरे
इज
अरे
वेरी
अरे अरे,
क्रीपी,
I
इट्स
heard
वेरी
that.
क्रीपी, it's very
I
creepy, Diandra. She's basically saying stuff like, oh, that woman, his wife and husband, and she's just going crazy.
मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि she was going so well, and I don't understand what happens to her that she actually was really going well and she was winning people's hearts, and everybody was like, oh, she's really entertaining, and she's brought some life into the show, and let's admit it that she has brought some life into the show.
Absolutely.
But I think जब उनको चढ़ाया जाता है, then उसको I think she gets more over the top, or she thinks that she needs to go more over the top and do stuff. I mean, it's like borderline psycho, you know.
It is not borderline psycho, it is psycho. It is full psycho, babe. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, but
now कि कैमरे के साथ को बैठ के अपना ये जो मोनोलॉग कर रही है, अपना ये सिलिलोक्वी जो सीरियल्स में होता है ना, कि अपने आप को बात करना, मैं तो उसको अब नहीं छोड़ूंगी, मैं तो अब ऐसे करूंगी, मैं तो अपना पूरा स्टोरी लाइन बताऊंगी, क्योंकि आप सब डम हो और मैं आपको खिलाती जाऊंगी, आप खाते जाएंगे मेरा बकवास। So I'm not buying it anymore. I mean, I still love Rakhi Sawant for who she is, what she represents, coming
no,
from
I
nothing
like
to
her, but
something.
I
I get
think
that,
this
but
is annoying, yeah. Now I'm sorry, it's just getting really annoying. And like, see, from what I've heard, look, I haven't really I watched the weekend cover and then I watched today's episode. But from what I've heard from everybody and the clips and few things that people send and tag you with and all, I mean, it's a bit much. And uh, like, I'm not understanding उनको क्यों नहीं बोला जा रहा है, like why is nobody saying anything. I mean, I understand that this show has been dull and it's been a flop season, and so obviously they brought all these people, इनको लाया गया है, and obviously they don't want her to stop
Mhm.
because but what are we, like, what is this show become, like it's become very toxic, I think.
I mean, this particular storyline
I
is
mean, there are young
toxic, and
people
the thing is,
watching this.
या राखी का ये और सीन ही है कि जब राखी ना किसी की बात में आ जाती है, वो कान की बहुत कच्ची है, वो जो कहते हैं कोई उसको, वो उसी उसी में रंग जाती है जाके। आज हमने वही देखा था जब अर्शी खान ने एक डब्बा ढूंढा था ना राखी सावंत का, जो उन्होंने कोई क्रीम बंस रखे हुए थे, और वहां पे अर्शी ने ढूंढ लिए। आई डोंट थिंक कि, मुझे नहीं पता कि अर्शी ने जानबूझ के निकाल के दिखाए हैं कि ये इसके पास है। शी फाउंड देम ऑन द सोफा, बट देन निकी just went off a rocker because बिग बॉस ने उसको
Yeah,
बोला
but
था कि
I don't
खाना नहीं
understand
कर
what,
सकते, वैसे
how
नहीं कर
did
सकते।
how did that break, like what happened there?
Basically, Arshi found this food of dabba food, right? That protein shake with the rolls in it, and then Arshi ने वो कह रही ये क्या है बिग बॉस, ये partiality है, because they're not allowed to keep food anymore. So it's a thing because they've all this last 2 weeks they've had a problem with
Ah,
food in the
okay,
house, and
okay, okay, okay,
so
okay, okay. Yeah, so I
and some
obviously
people have been
missed that.
या बट दैट्स द थिंग, कोई
Ah,
कोई लोगों को, चंद लोगों को, जैसे कि निकी को बोला गया है कि आप खाना नहीं छुपा सकते, तो शी इज लाइक एक्सक्यूज मी, जस्ट बिकॉज इट्स राखी सावंत यू आर अलाउइंग इट, सो दैट्स व्हाई शी लॉस्ट इट। बट देन व्हाट शी डिड, निकी ने फिर वो खाना पहले दिखाया सबको ये है, फिर उसने जाके बिन में फेंक दिया। फिर जब सब उसके ऊपर चढ़ने आए कि तुमने खाना, अन्न का अपमान, ये जो बहुत बड़ी बात होगी इस घर के अंदर। हाँ, खाना का मतलब बिल्कुल अपमान नहीं करना चाहिए। आई एम ऑल्सो ऑन दैट थिंकिंग, बट आई थिंक दे जस्ट मेक अ मुद्दा आउट ऑफ इट टू बी राइचियस। आई थिंक जैसे अभिनव ने बोला था आज के एपिसोड में कि के आप लोग अब सब निकी के ऊपर चल रहे हो ताकि आप अपने आप को अच्छा दिखा सको। You know, you're making a mudda of this so that you can look righteous. And he's absolutely right. And he got every single one of them. Rahul was making a mudda out of it. Ali, in fact, went to Raki outside. He
हाँ.
went to Raki outside and said, Utho, Utho, Utho. He incited her to go inside and do the fighting. Then later on, Ali ने झूठ बोला कि अर्शी ने बोला था राखी को कि उठ के लड़ो, which is what
Oh
Ali did. So he's a big
God.
liar. He's been proved as a huge liar. क्या झूठ बोला बंदे ने? I
Oh
mean,
my
at the
God. I
level of
don't
lying.
like they've gone nuts basically. Like they're just
No, but
one
he's trying
person is
to act all
fan
righteous.
borrowing someone and someone is just going off on somebody else and they're lying and like just like blatant.
But I think that somewhere, I don't know whether Ali believes his own lies. Maybe वो खुद ही अपने
Maybe
lies में पता नहीं.
he actually believes all that because in the past also कई बार ऐसा हुआ था कि you remember when some incident something came up about saying something and all and Salman was like oh तुमने ये बोला and he's like मेरे को नहीं पता भाई शायद मैंने बोला होगा. You remember some I think when they were discussing nominations and they got nominated all four of them. And then he was
Yes.
like, मुझे नहीं पता लेकिन आप बोल रहे हो तो शायद मैंने बोला होगा. So he like I think lives in a little bit of denial and like thinks
नहीं, पर अली ने बाहर बोला था, फिर अंदर आके बोला, like तुरंत, like it was straight away. It wasn't like a long time. Then he came out and said, "एक second, what is going on? Like you just told Raki to get up and fight for your food issue, and now inside you're telling that Arshi said that you said go and fight when Arshi." The conversation between Arshi and Raki was different. Raki ने बोला था अर्शी को कि um will you fight with me? Because they had this problem before where Rahul and Ali have been bullying Arshi, and that is another conversation altogether. Um, Basically, जो अर्शी के साथ देवोलीना का जो हुआ है सुबह, देवोलीना अगर निकी, चलो लेट्स फॉरगेट दैट फॉर 1 सेकंड, निकी को बोला जा रहा है कि वो इस सीजन की नहीं पर ये पूरे बिग बॉस की सबसे बदतमीज पर्सन है. ओके.
oh you know okay I'll tell you something I'll tell you what this thing is you know I've realized this every season no they find some word or some catchphrase for a particular person and then they run that track and zabardasti they keep repeating this track so that it just becomes a thing. In our season also there was one you know there's some words now I don't remember but they do this
The words,
they catch
words
huh
थे, words थे. Uh, I don't know. Like Nikki सबसे बदतमीज मुझे तो नहीं लगती. बदतमीज है, but I don't think she's सबसे बदतमीज. That's a
no
very different thing.
even
But
in that
I
press
feel in this
conference
house
even
सबसे
in that
बदतमीज
press
कोई है.
conference, Devolina was standing and she was like at the press conference.
And
And
today, what
when
was
they
she doing?
could just to say something calmly, they were like, "You're so buttermies. Why did you get up?" And she's like, "Dude, I wanted to get up and say this. I mean, you're like." That when Devolina was talking in between, when it was Nikki's turn, she got up and she started screaming her lungs off. Nobody called her buttermies. I'm not understand. Today she was
And the
like
thing, she was
she
talking
was
out of
screaming
turn.
and I was my ears were hurting and I just my brain couldn't take it anymore. So I just like put the thing on mute. So I didn't know what was happening honestly.
No,
Like
I'm
what
with
were
you
they
on
trying
that. But today, Devolina was all swearing, abusing Arshi, screaming her head off, and then saying that you stop shouting, you stop being rude. And it's like, 1 second, Heini, you are doing all of this. You are rude. You are abusive. You threw
my
something at
god.
Abhinav and hurt him. You threw something at someone. She threw some spoon on the floor, but it hit Abhinav. And Abhinav later on said that it almost hit my, that area. Like it just hit me on the side, thank God. Otherwise, it could have been a problem.
Oh my god. I'm just not I can't even deal with what is going on. Oh my god. Lord, are they like are they ever uh, planning to remove people from the show? And are there going to be tasks?
Well, they've nominated everybody this week.
Isn't Monday, today's Monday, right?
Yeah.
So isn't Monday supposed to be like a task day? Like what? I mean, isn't it supposed to be nominations, tasks, something, right? Like I'm very. What are they doing? Like they just doing. Did nothing happen,
No,
right? None of those things happened, right? Or did I miss it?
basically, nahi, aaj, nahi, nothing like that happened, but the nomination task happened, na, at the end.
Oh, okay. I missed the end bit.
Yeah, so basically, nominations may everyone is nominated, and there's one task, some mystical library, okay, and in that mystical library, they've got a book. If you can write someone's name if it's plain, or you can rip that person's name out and write someone else's name if you want. So one person will be saved from nominations this week, basically. Otherwise, everyone's up for nomination.
Oh my god.
They want
Okay, fine.
because अभी तो finally it's up to the audience. अब audience के हाथ में होगा कौन रहता है कौन
What
जाता है.
rubbish. Please, Andy, really? You believe that? I think you should have a few more cocktails so you speak the truth.
I'm I'm trying to. I think you've already had more than me already. I'm just downing my first one. If you've noticed.
No, I haven't because I'm just too tired to go beyond one drink. Um, so I haven't. But I just would like to tell you that I think you need to have a few more cocktails and tell them that it's not in the audience's hand. Be truthful, Andy. Don't lie and be diplomatic.
I never lie.
Diplomatic.
I'm just very. What's the word? There's a word for this.
Anyway, now after you've said
Diplomatic.
how many things you've said in your reviews very honestly, which is why it's become super, like it's doing super well.
Well,
Now,
I have to. I'm always honest. Don't get me wrong. I'm always honest. I never lie
yeah,
about
but
something.
you're very
Never.
diplomatic.
No, but I got to a point. मुझे लगा कि oh my god ये अभी जो हो रहा है ना ये I was like no, enough is enough, yeah. You can't do all this nonsense. I mean, it's too much.
And
Like
nobody is
seriously.
saying anything, and it's so blatant that they are like um, bashing these two up every weekend. Like, what is going on? Like, I mean, like, and
Yeah.
I felt like everything was too twisted. It was like twisted to make it sound
It
like
is
something else
twisted.
altogether.
And I mean the weekend का वार के ऊपर जाओगे तो I mean it was like जो कुछ भी रुबीना और अभिनव करेंगे वो गलत है. I mean to not even pick on
That's what I'm
Rakhi
talking about. That's
harassing
what I'm talking about. That
is
it's
too
now it's
much.
blatant, like it's blatantly going wrong, and you can see that it's
Hmm.
like just biased and like one-sided, and it's just I don't know what the hell are they? What are they
It doesn't
thinking? I
feel
mean,
nice. अच्छा
do
feel
they
नहीं
just
होता.
do they want her to just continue being like this and keep doing these antics so that the show has a high TRP and they recover their money?
I think so. I think so. At the end of the day, ये business है.
And they're obviously telling Salman not to correct her.
Maybe they're just saying, listen, let it go a bit. We need some money. 'Cause we need to make some money in this season.
Because
Otherwise,
they have to
otherwise,
pay
what's the
him.
point?
Because they have to pay Salman only. That's why.
But
Can
it's
you
true.
imagine?
He's expensive. He's
Yeah,
expensive. He's very expensive
exactly.
at times. So, you have to pay for that if you want it. Now, tell me
And
something.
he
Now,
anyway
Rahul,
threatens to leave every year. I'm sure then when they try to convince him, he must be hiking his price for sure. So,
yeah,
to stay.
I I don't know about that because there's a certain amount of money you can make on the show without losing money, right? So it has to balance. They can't just pay anything. It doesn't work that way. It's just not. It doesn't work like that's business. Even he'll
Are there any
understand. He's not
questions?
gonna.
There are questions today.
There are loads of questions, but we have to keep through. We have to go through the whole episode, darling. Otherwise, they're gonna be like, "You didn't say this. You didn't say that." Okay, so
Oh
I'll
my God.
let me go.
Okay, okay. I
Arshi,
too don't
Arshi
know.
or Rahul. Arshi and Rahul today, they have been going at it like crazy. And he said to her that, when children are going to be growing up, their parents are going to say that don't be like Arshi. Don't be like Arshi, this
Who
negative
said it?
woman.
Rahul said this.
Rahul said that. And the thing is, he's the most negative person in the house. I'm like, I'll tell my child not to be like Rahul, a misogynistic liar who also is in love with Rubina because of the weekend. He's like, I'll marry Rubina.
Oh my god! And he's spreading Raki's legs on the couch.
What was that on the live feed? What I mean, to make those choices, मतलब आप एक point पे
Firstly,
आए हो.
Firstly, it's Dumb and Dumber because Dumb is lying there putting her legs up, and Dumber is decided he's going to spread her legs, spread eagle her on fucking national television. Oh my
You're
god,
on TV.
dude!
You're on TV. You're on
Like what?
Indian TV. I mean, what are you doing?
And now the
How?
fans, there are fans who watch it like a hawk. This whole, um, this whole live feed, and everybody gets all these shots. See, there's nothing hidden anymore. It's just all out there, man. What I have, I have no. I know people are saying. Some people are saying, "Oh, how can what he did is not so bad. Oh, look at what Raki is doing." Are but okay, she has done what she has done, but then this guy needs to have some boundary, na?
Mm. You know what? Like, let's talk about Rubina in today's episode. Like, Rubina and Abhinav in this episode have come off quite well. I have to be really, like, I have to say, they've come off super well. Oh, 1 second. I've got a question here, which is interesting. Thank you for the super
I
chat.
can't
The
see it.
way I'll read it for you, darling. The way he was treated, the way he was treating Arshi like a dog, disgusting. So that's what I'm saying. There is a whole kind of he was talking to her like ja this and talking to her really disgustingly, coming up close to her face. Like he was acting like a complete ass. Like not nice. It was, and in fact, I was like, excuse me. Who are you to talk to her like that? And he said that to everybody. Tum kon hoti ho, mujhe aise bolne wale. It's like, who are you to talk to anyone like that? What? Who gave you the right to talk to anyone like that? Can we just talk about that for a second? Like, I hate this ideology of like, pehle apne giriban mein jhanko. It's like, ben, like, that swear word. That was close.
Maybe you should stop having this cocktail. What is in it? It's okay. It will
Oh,
still be like lesser than the toxic crap that's happening on this show for sure. I
no,
mean,
no, no. I don't swear regularly. I swear to you, I
I
haven't
swear
looked
all
at
the
this
time.
cocktail. I don't swear at all. Look, but this cocktail is delicious.
What is in that cocktail? I want to know.
It's a slow gin cocktail, and the slow gin is, I love the slow gin in winter because it warms you up. And then I've got this lovely fever tree. It's like this. It's a tonic water, but it's like a flavored tonic water. So it's like a really delicious. And then I squeeze some orange in it. My goodness, I love a good cocktail. Oh, I
Fancy.
haven't.
He's very
I have
fancy.
never had a time. I've never had time to do this. So I'm so glad. But first of all, we are having cocktails for a reason. No, let's talk about that.
Yes.
We are celebrating the launch of To Die For by Diandra Soares. Hello. Well
Yes,
done,
and
well
I've
done, well
launched
done.
men and women's resort wear for now, and then there's more coming up. And when more comes up, you'll know. But follow the Insta accounts to be updated and DM me to order stuff and to get details. So yeah, exciting.
So there you
Did you
go. To
like the
Die
stuff,
For.
Andy?
I love it. You know that. I love it already. And obviously I'm gonna get some of those pieces for sure. Like, I'm gonna have to go on holiday for I'm in lockdown. Mein holiday
I
kab hoga?
possibly wear that in London weather,
No, well, in the summer I can because it's so hot here now.
which is like what 1 month of summer.
No, like 3 months now. 3 months we get the sizzling heat now all of a sudden. Last
Oh
three
my
years has been
god,
really hot in
global
London.
warming.
And London is, yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
I'm
And
like
London is not a
looking
place that,
left and right. I'm getting bit by this one friggin' mosquito in my room
oh
that's like
no, I hate
jumping around.
mosquitoes. I just
Yeah.
hate mosquitoes. It's my foot. I hate mosquitoes.
I have a
Okay, listen,
garden.
so,
My home has a garden, so I kept my window open a little too late today, and so
oh dear. I know all
yeah.
these pains of living in Mumbai and having that one darn bloody mosquito in the room.
Wait, but that this Rahul is like a mosquito of Big Boss.
He is an irritation for sure. That's a very good point. But I'll tell you one thing. Now, Abhinav has been giving advice today to one to. First of all, Abhinav stuck up for Nikki Tamboli. He stood
Yeah,
in
why?
and he fought
I'm
for
not.
her.
Like, how did she flip out?
I know. And I was like, एक second. Pehle to it's something that's happening with you. Like you are doing this, okay? You basically have got into a fight because you threw food away. And then after that, someone's sticking up for you and is in your corner, and then you're just kind of going against him. I was like, "Ek second, Nikki, he's on your side and he's actually helping your situation. And those people that you're sticking up for now, they're actually adding fuel to the fire that isn't a fire even. It's just not nothing." And I'm just like,
I think
you're
everyone
playing with the
just
wrong
got this
people.
big issue with like Rubina and Abhinav, and they just want
Yeah.
to like
They want to bring
go
them
for them.
down.
Like I'm not
Unko.
understanding what is it because that they get so much attention on the weekend, whether they get bashed or not, whether it's negative publicity or good
I
publicity,
think
and
they
they feel
know.
threatened by the
Hmm.
popularity of Rubina, or what is it, man? Like, cause she really, I don't feel
It's
like she
because she's
comes
gonna
across,
win.
huh?
She's gonna win because she's so popular. They can't take it. She's the top runner, and her husband has become second runner or even top now, and they can't take it. They're like, 1 second, this guy we were thinking he's nothing, and all of a sudden he's become like, when he comes out, the press comes after him, and they're like, Abhinav, Abhinav. It's like, what's up with that? I mean, Ali and Abhinav
What's
woke
up
up
with
together.
that? What's up with that is that actually men like this should be actually glorified, and as opposed to the Battamis men and misogynist and toxic masculinity and all this other nonsense. You know what I'm saying? We glorify the wrong things in this country and on this
I mean,
show.
I've got. This is also something very interesting. Hi, Andy. Cheers. Love your reviews. I just find it weird that the whole Nikki situation, they tried to bring in Rubina, and Ruby's energy was so low today. But after being bashed on the weekend, what do you expect? Like, she's not gonna, like, today she was just doing anything that they wanted her to do. Like, for instance, they said to her that what was it, that you must tell her off if she does something wrong. So she did that today. She was like, you are wrong for throwing that food. So she made sure that जो जो मुझे बोला गया weekend पे मैं वो ही करूंगी and
Yeah,
nothing
but
more.
then after that they'll call her authoritative that she's
No,
going
but
and
that's what she said on the weekend. That's what she said on the weekend. That if I do that, then you're gonna call me authoritative and you can call them puppets. And now they
yeah,
said, no,
and
no, but you should
teacher
samjhao your
and
friends.
whatever, and some school principal. And you know, let me tell you something. Um, okay, I forgot what I was going to say.
I like it. I think that mosquito's got you.
I'm
That
so
mosquito
tired.
has
I'm so
got
sleepy.
you.
I have such a long day.
She's just like, help me. Help me. Abhishek says the entire episode was again indirectly revolving around Rubina. Also, Rahul eavesdropping Rubina, Nikki, and Abhinav's conversation shows his obsession. Yeah, he was totally like he was.
I missed other question.
No, he told, like, Abhinav and Rubina were talking to Nikki outside. It was a mutual conversation. There was no, they're saying, Abhi Nikki ki class le rahe hain bahar. It's like Rahul needs to take everyone away from Rubina and Abhinav. He's obsessed because if Rakhi's with them, he has to keep coming in, right? Now Arshi's going towards them, and now they're going on Arshi saying, how, don't talk to her, don't talk to them, don't talk to them. And she's like, but I don't have a problem with them. And now she's become a problem for them, and she's a double dolki. It's like, but then she said to Ali today, she said, Ali, कि तुम भी तो वही करते हो, टास्क में जो मर्जी करना होता करते हो, अपना ग्रुप में रहते हो, फिर उसके बाद रूबीना के पास में जाके आप क्यों एक्सप्लेन करते हो?
Explanation.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
so
I
he's
saw
doing
that.
that, but she's not allowed.
Yeah. Are they just they're making up their own rules or what for everyone? Sorry, this mosquito is
Of
just
course.
hovering around.
You are obsessed with this mosquito too.
No, because it's biting my. It's scratching my legs. I'm not gonna get sleep tonight if I don't kill the mofo.
You're making me bloody itch now. I don't even have any
What? What?
mosquitoes.
What?
I'm also itching away, going, mosquito. Oh, I hate that mosquito itch. It's the worst in the world.
Yeah, it's biting my
I
feet.
hope people are also having a drink with us. Let's go to questions.
Come.
Let's go to Irfan Morshed. Andy, very insightful review as always. Di, please sort out your imaginary, presumable, petty, and laughable issues with Katie. Eh?
What?
What?
I did
Katie?
what?
Who's Katie?
Who?
Zindagi Beat
Katie,
Kabhi
Karishma Tanna.
Okay. Oh. Okay, fine. Is that what it is? Zindagi beat rahi
What is
hai.
the
Katie
question?
forever
What? I
all
didn't
alone.
understand.
I'll say it again. Please sort
Yeah.
out your imaginary, presumable, petty, and laughable issues with Katie. Zindagi beat rahi hai. Katie forever alone, even at 40. She's fucking strong. What's that mean?
Excuse me. Firstly, I don't have any issues. She's the one who stopped wanting to communicate with me. Even at the finale, I was sitting with her and everything, and I've even messaged her to come out for coffee with me and saying that I missed having coffee with her because we used to have coffee every evening together on this bench outside and chat. And she said she was upset about a joke I made when someone asked me in an interview. I think Miss Malini or someone asked me in an interview, so what do you think of upma? And I said, I prefer poha, which is like in real life, I don't eat upma and I eat poha. I just made a joke out of it, not like I really don't like
Not
upma,
like, yeah.
which is like Karishma and Upen or whatever, Upen and Karishma are called upma. And she took that like to be some serious issue. And so, whoever you are, maybe you should direct this question to her because she's the one who's being petty. And stop with your assumptions because assumptions and presumptions are the mother of all fuck ups. Have you heard of that,
Maybe he
saying?
hasn't. Maybe he hasn't. Let's just be
Clearly,
nice
he
to him.
hasn't because if he had, he would have not made this
Girl,
assumption and fucked up.
girl, step down.
Yeah.
Step down from the ring. You don't need to you don't need to fight him. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So, you
I've
need
already
a
moved on.
reality check, buddy, whoever you
Yeah,
are.
listen.
Ah.
And I have to just say, I did ask Katie to come on to Andy's royalties, and she hasn't even bothered to reply. So let's just say that.
Yeah,
Done.
and just by the way, she's not in touch with a lot of the other contestants from our season, while the rest of us are all in touch, and we make a effort to meet.
Why is
With
that?
everyone
Why is
we
that? Why
get.
is Karishma
Yeah,
Tanna not in touch
so
with anyone?
let's talk about who's being petty in this
Hmm.
equation.
Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
this guy,
Okay,
I think this guy must be her husband or her lover or something because he seems
no,
to
but he said no.
know
He said she was alone at 40. He can't be. He said he was alone at 40. She was alone at 40, so it can't
she was
be
alone at
anyone.
40. What does that mean?
She's alone. That means obviously she's not with anyone. That's what that means. I
Yeah,
guess.
but
I'm
he must
guessing.
be her imaginary boyfriend or husband or father because he seems to know much detail.
I think we have to blame Big Boss for all this silliness. But what we'll do is we'll go to Desi Pataka here. Andy, Raful, and Ullu Goni squeezed bowls, ate the leftovers from the dustbin, not because they respected food, because they wanted to prove Rubina wrong and create a mudda for the weekend kawar. How effing desperate. Well, yes, we know this, but the funny thing is, Rubina wasn't involved with it, so it doesn't even matter. Do what you want, eat
Rubina
it. It's
was?
really up to you. They wanted to make a mudda out of the throwing away of food that Nikki did,
Uh-huh.
but Rubina told her that it's wrong and you shouldn't have done that. Why did you throw the food away? And even Abhinav said we should have just eaten it. Like, if she'd kept it aside, we should have eaten it, and then that would have been worse for her. But you know how Nikki gets. She gets into a and she just
Oh
loses
my
it,
God.
and she lost it, and she threw the stuff away. And then she's like, I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's wrong. But then she's like, okay, I'm wrong. Okay, sure. And
I
then there
think
was
she's
nothing to
also
talk
just
about anymore.
confused. I think everyone gets confused on the weekends and nobody knows what to do anymore, whether they should be a certain way or not be a certain way, or say something or not say something. I remember in our initial days of our season, also when the first two weekend covers happened, we were like, what? Because there was like some other reality happening in the house, and what we were being told was something else, and everybody was like very confused about everything, and then everybody just decided to do whatever the hell they wanted to do anyway. So I was like, you know what? It was like this confusion central for some time, and then at least the ones who have a real personality, as in who are real and not like faking it for the cameras. But so
Hmm. So okay, we've got Titli Butt here. She says Nikki's flip was so pathetic, and Abhinav's advice to Rubina about Nikki's nature was 100% right. Rubina needs to be careful now because only Nikki can make her look negative. Because Nikki is going on these like rampages, and
Yeah, I saw that.
it's become like Rubina is responsible for her for some reason, and anything that she
Yeah,
does wrong.
but this is the problem. No, they are everything eventually comes, Guma Firake comes on Rubina's head for some reason. Everything, whether it is with Rahul, whether it is with Ali, whether it is with someone, whether it is with someone else, whether it is everyone is on her airlines, and then they make it seem like I don't know what.
It's her fault.
So
It's her
this
fault.
Ungli
That it's
Airlines, everyone's on Ungli Airlines. I mean,
रुबीना की गलती है कि उसने रुबीना ने निकी को बिन में खाना डालने दिया. तुम कितनी कमीनी हो रुबीना. तू she has nothing to do with it. She has nothing to do with the whole thing.
oh
But
my
it's Rubina's
god.
fault. Tejas,
Do you have people that you're
Tejas,
getting on with you on
yeah.
this live?
Do I have people that come on live here?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
on the live,
Uh, as in which way? Like as
like
in,
your audience people. Are you getting some people on your live?
yeah, I get them on a Sunday now.
Oh, okay. You don't get them on a
Yeah.
regular day.
No, I just do that on a Sunday because I do it once a week rather than doing it like every day. But what I'm gonna do is Andy's Royalties, the talk show. So that I this week I have Shrishti Rode tomorrow at 7 p.m. India time, and then I've got Roach Killer, who's he's a DJ and a singer rapper from
Who did
I
that
think he's,
song for Rubina?
yeah, who did Rubina song. So that he's gonna be Wednesday 7 o'clock. So this week, two Andy's Royalties talk shows are there. Do
Damn.
do.
But I am feeling very sleepy now. I've had a very long day. Now I'm going. Now you talk
Okay,
alone. Today.
okay, okay. Bye. See you later.
Okay, but cheers. Finish the drink and then.
Oh no, my drink is finished. I drunk it all.
Eat that decoration.
Why do you think why
Guys,
do you think I'm so
I'm so
happy?
sorry, but I've had a very, very long day and I'm feeling really sleepy. I can see my one eye is looking smaller than the other. I look like Lalita
Closing.
Pawar at this point. So maybe I should just like try and go to sleep. But I miss you guys, and I've been reading everyone's messages, and I miss being on the live. So I just said we'll do a surprise, but I didn't realize I'd be so exhausted. And I love you, Andy. Mwah. And I love your reviews. And keep at it.
Take care, my love. See you soon. $1 million. Okay, so that was a surprise visit by Diandra. She was here, and I'm always thankful, and always she's always welcome here whenever she wants. So we've got Bree Vyas. Hi, Bree. Oh, hello, Bree. It's you. You were with me yesterday. Why is Rubina always responsible for other people's behaviors? I mean it started with Jasmine, then Raki, and now Nikki. Hello, they're all adults. You're absolutely right. वो बिल्कुल वो adults हैं. वो अपनी खुद की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले सकते हैं, पर आई थिंक ये मुद्दे जो बनाए जाते हैं रुबीना के ऊपर, ये सिर्फ उनको एक तरफ से आप कह सकते हो कि रुबीना को वो हाईलाइट करते हैं, एक तरफ से आप बोल सकते हो कि रुबीना को वो बैश करते हैं, एक तरफ से आप कह सकते हो, मतलब बहुत कुछ कह सकते हो, पर सिर्फ रुबीना के ही बारे कह सकते हो. आई थिंक यही बात है. सो एनीवे, सो अगर आप देखेंगे आज के एपिसोड में मुझे सबसे ज्यादा बुरा लगा राखी नहीं अर्शी के लिए. क्वाइट ऑनेस्टली मुझे राखी के लिए बहुत बुरा लगा, क्योंकि आई थिंक जिस तरीके से अली और राहुल उसको बुलिंग कर रहे हैं, अभी तो उसकी उनकी दोस्ती बिल्कुल पक्की यारी थी. अब वो थोड़ा बहुत अभिनव और रुबीना के साथ उठना बैठना कर दिया है, तो अब वो डबल डोलकी बन गई. तो फिर अली तुम डबल डोलकी नहीं हो, और राहुल जब आप बार बार निकी के साथ बैठते उठते हो, वो डबल डोर की नहीं है. तो सिर्फ मतलब आई विश के जिस तरीके से अभिनव कह रहा था अर्शी को कि अर्शी तुम्हारा तुम तो, सबने तुम्हें अपना रिमोट कंट्रोल दिया हुआ है, इसका मतलब है तुम बहुत पावरफुल हो। आई थिंक अभिनव का मतलब ही वो था कि अर्शी तुम वो पावर लो, अगर रिमोट कंट्रोल सबका तुम्हारे हाथ में है इसका मतलब आप उनके ऊपर बहुत कुछ करवा सकती हो, उनसे करवा सकती हो, पर आप क्यों बीच में जल रहे हो। एंड आई थॉट इट वाज अ वेरी गुड पॉइंट। ये अभिनव बहुत इंसाइटफुल हो जाता है घर के अंदर। और जो वो निकी के साथ जो हुआ ना मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा, पर आप एक्सपेक्ट क्या कर सकते हो निकी से, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट। क्या फायदा है इसके ऊपर बोलना भी, क्योंकि निकी ने जो जो पहले तो उसने खाना फेंका, रूबी ने उसको बोला ये गलत है, फिर उसके बाद सब चढ़े उसके ऊपर आके वही चीज के लिए, और फिर राखी ने भी इसको इश्यू बनाने की कोशिश की कि अब तुम्हारी बहन ने कुछ नहीं बोला, उसको ये नहीं पता था कि ऑलरेडी बोल चुकी है। तो उसके बाद मतलब जो सब चढ़े, फिर वहां पे जब अभिनव को लगा ये गलत हो रहा है कि सब इतने सब अपने ही मतलब फायदे के लिए, फायदा बोलते हैं, फायदा, ये अपने फायदे के लिए कि हम हाईलाइट होंगे अगर हम इसको ये मुद्दा पकड़ के इसको इसके साथ लड़ेंगे। और वो वहीं पे अभिनव ने सबकी मतलब गले पकड़ लिए और बोला कि मतलब लाइक दिस, ही गॉट देम बाय द नेक लाइक दिस, कि तुम लोग बस यहाँ पे मुद्दा बना रहे हो, जब मेरा नाड़ा पकड़ा गया था वहां पे आपने ही कुछ किए, तो ये सेलेक्टिव मोरालिटी क्यों कर रहे हो। और वो सब चुप करके भाग गए क्योंकि उनको पता था यही है और अच्छी तरह से दिख गया है सबको। पर एक बात मुझे बताइए कि अली गोनी इतना झूठ क्यों बोलता है, मुझे बताइए प्लीज। मुझे समझ, मैं देख रहा हूँ शो और मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि ये अभी तो तूने बाहर बोला था राखी को कि भाई राखी जा जा तू जा जा, और फिर तुमने नाम दे दिया अर्शी का। अर्शी ने ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं बोला था कि राखी तुम्हें जाओ वहां पे लड़ना पड़ेगा, ऐसा तो उसने कुछ नहीं बोला था। सो उसके सर पे डाल दिया ये ब्लेम। पर फिर वो कह रहा है कि एक सेकेंड, के ऑडियंस देखेंगे अभी, अच्छा ऐसा है, ऐसा वैसा है, कैसा है, हम पागल हैं क्या, हमें दिख नहीं रहा क्या। पर पर यही सेम वो अली गोनी है जो मतलब प्रेस की बात भी नहीं मान रहा था कि चलो आप मुझे दिखा देना, मैं आप बाहर आके मिलता हूँ, ये जो धमकियां फिर भी प्रेस वाले को दे रहे हैं, मतलब ये कहाँ का प्रोफेशनलिज्म है। I didn't understand it. Anyway, okay. Arti Vinod, thank you for the super chat. Even Ruby said, ऐसी कोई बात है जो मुझ पर ना आए। I know अब रूबीना समझ चुकी है कि सब कुछ तोड़ मोड़ के इन्होंने रूबीना के ऊपर ही बिल फाड़ना है, कैसे भी उन्होंने ऐसे रास्ते बनाए हैं। क्योंकि देखो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे अभिनव और रूबीना बन गए हैं सबसे इम्प्रेसिव, सबसे मतलब उनके okay, they are top runners basically. I think अभिनव और रुबीना टॉप में आ चुके हैं। सबको घर के अंदर पता है कि हर वीकेंड के ऊपर इनके ऊपर सब ध्यान जाता है, बाहर से भी बहुत सारे लोग इनको पसंद करते हैं, प्रेस ने भी पसंद किया है। अब ये साफ सी बात हो गई है कि रुबीना अभिनव बहुत अच्छी तरह से आगे बढ़ेंगे इस कंपटीशन में। अगर वो नॉमिनेशंस में भी आ जाएं तो वो कहीं ना कहीं बच जाते हैं बार बार। तो ये बात आई फील के नहीं पच रही है अली और राहुल से। वो जो मर्जी कर लें, वो उतने पॉपुलर नहीं बनेंगे जितना अभिनव और रुबीना बन चुके हैं। एंड आई थिंक ये बात उनको खटकती है, इसलिए बार बार उनको अनराइचियस बताया जा रहा है कि जैसे आप कहते हो आप करते नहीं हो। उनको एक अलग लेवल पे एक एक पेडेस्टल से देखा जा रहा है कि आप इतने परफेक्ट नहीं हो। पर फिर जैसे कि राहुल कितनी बार बोलता है कि अपने गिरेबान में झांको। यार राहुल तू अपने गिरेबान में झांक लेना और तुम्हें खुद पता चल जाएगा कि तुम्हारी गेम बिल्कुल जीरो है। सॉरी बट इट इज जीरो अनफॉर्चुनेटली। अब आज भी पता चल गया, जिस तरीके से वो अर्शी के ऊपर चढ़ रहा था मुझे बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगा। जिस तरीके से उसको बोला कि तुम नेगेटिव हो, नहीं 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 नहीं, अर्शी नेगेटिव हो जाती है हाँ, पर हर टाइम नेगेटिव नहीं होती है। पर राहुल तुम्हारे मुद्दे भी नेगेटिव होते हैं, तुम्हारा बोलने का तरीका भी नेगेटिव है और आप बिल्कुल जीरो हो। हिस्टोरिकल वर्ल्ड थैंक यू फॉर, ये कौन सा पैसे का साइन है, आई डोंट नो दिस। शिवम सिंह, आई थिंक टुडे डेवलिना हैज taken Red Bull. Oh, I think I have to slow down the TV one. यार डेवोलिना ने जो आज बोला है, एक सेकेंड मुझे लगा like, ये क्या कर रही है, इतना क्या बोल दिया अर्ची ने जो तुम इतना रिएक्शन कर रही हो। इट वाज बेमतलब का रिएक्शन, ये इट डिडंट मेक सेंस टू मी एट ऑल। इट वाज लाइक एक्सक्यूज मी, ये क्या बे बे बेफजूल की बकवास है। I didn't understand. Irfan Morshed, what are you going to say? Andy, listen, do you think Vikas's over intrusive repeated and hand gestures and expressions in that episode, Blood Boiled and How, felt like slapping the living daylight out of that bitch of a guy? That's a bit strong. Let's not swear at anyone. But I think that definitely अगर आपको वो irritating लग रहा है, honestly मैंने ज़्यादा notice नहीं किया. I'll be honest with you, 100%. अच्छा, do you know Kishwar Merchant? Bring her to Andy's Rotis. We have some tough questions. Or she is just after Rubina and Abhinav. What she has done to his husband, I think she forgot. Hey, Prad Kumar, pata kya? I do know Kishwar and Suyash, and they're good friends of mine. And अगर उनके कोई views हैं, तो हमें भी उनको सुन लेना चाहिए. पर I have asked them to come on Andy's Royalties. पर मेरा episode बहुत खुश होगा. या नहीं भी हो सकता है. No, I don't think so. It'll be fun because we get along really well. Andy, Rubina is strong. She's intelligent. I don't think she need anyone's advice. She should just raw. अच्छा श्रेय, but the point is हर हफ्ते उसको ही advices देते हैं, उसको ही बताते हैं कि उनको कैसे करना है, कैसे नहीं करना है, ऐसे कैसे बोलना है, को नहीं बोलना है. तो I don't understand. मुझे बिल्कुल समझ नहीं है कि इसका मतलब क्या है. You know, like बार बार उनको बोलना है से. अच्छा, what's this? Hello, we're back with Desi Pataka again. Andy, Bunny, Bahu Bunny, Babe, Bunny Proxy, Bunny Vamp, Bunny Gandhi, Bunny Idiot, Bunny Chudel, Bunny Badtameez, Bunny पता नहीं क्या क्या बनेगी. अच्छा हुआ BB13 से बाहर हो गई, वरना जैस्मीन से ज्यादा जिल्लत के लड्डू मिलते. Wow, that was quite Desi Pataka. Yeah, you said it really well. For sure. बहुत अच्छी तरह से आपने बोला. दाद देते हैं आपके लिखने की और ये ऐसे पेश करने की. I agree with you. Most of that, not all, but most of it. Vaishali Narang, Andy, do you think Rakhi has become alone after joining bully gang because she often seen talking to herself only game bhi gayi सच्चे दोस्त भी. देखो, I think ये जो बात करती है ना अकेले में बैठ के, वो होता है कि जो पिछले 2 हफ्ते से हो रहा है, जो उनको पता अब चल रहा है कि वो गलत है और बाहर भी गलत ही दिख रहा है, वो अपना गेम साफ कर रही है. उनको कि मैं ऐसी नहीं हूँ, मैं प्रभु में बिलीव करती हूँ, मेरा हस्बैंड अच्छी तरह से मुझे समझ ले, मैं पति पत्नी को हमेशा अच्छा ही मानती हूँ. ये बेसिकली सब नाटक है. इट्स ऑल नाटक. आई एम सॉरी. जो उनका रोना भी है, अब तो मुझे पूरा ही नाटक दिखता है. आई डोंट सी एनी रियलिटी इन हर बिकॉज शी बहुत कुछ कर गई है और फिर बहुत बड़े बैकफ्लिप्स मारती है. और जब वो कैमरे से बात करना शुरू हो जाता है ना, तब वो उसको होता है कि मैं ऑडियंस से बात करती हूँ डायरेक्टली, ताकि उनको मैं बताऊं कि मैं कैसे अच्छी हूं. That's what I think. Mashira C, thank you for the super chat. Rahul is jealous of Abhinav because he is Rubina's husband. Crush hai. He starts getting very bitchy when even his girls' friends support Abhinav. It really bothers him that all girls end up praising Abhinav. That is true. And पता क्या है, बार-बार जब राहुल कहता है ना कि सस्ता है, हल्का है, मुझे तो बहुत फनी लगता है. क्योंकि देखो, अभिनव को खड़ा करो और राहुल को खड़ा करो. इन दोनों में से अगर कोई भी हल्का है तो कौन है? आप खुद ही बता दो. बार-बार like there's a thing called little dog syndrome. Now, I'm not saying कि कोई भी कुत्ता है या इसका ये मतलब नहीं है, पर जो छोटे कुत्ते होते हैं ना, वो भौंकते ज़्यादा हैं, ताकि वो और रोब जमाते हैं, क्योंकि वो छोटे होते हैं. तो I feel कि he's got little man syndrome, that he has to scream more to be seen, to be heard. He feels like he needs to do more louder so that he's seen. He needs to be more cleverer in his replies so that he seems cleverer. But it's just backfiring because I don't know, like, okay, he has a really big fan following, but how big is it really? I don't know. Is it all bought? Is it PR? Because जहां से मैं बैठा हूं, मैंने देखा था कि एक डॉक्टर क्या है उसका नाम, कुछ है जे कुछ है, उनके वो व्हाट्सएप आए थे और वहां पे साफ साफ लिखा है कि ये सब प्लानिंग होती है PR की उनके साथ, ताकि वो मिलके राहुल की PR कर सकें. वो दिखा है वो पूरे चैट्स. तो if it's just PR, it can just be PR and there's nothing wrong. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि PR गलत है. PR बिल्कुल गलत नहीं है. अगर आपके पास पैसे हैं और आपको लगता है कि इससे आपको कुछ मिल सकता है, then it's डॉक्टर जयेश, thank you Moyal. पूजा मोयल। डॉक्टर जयेश के व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस में दिखा है कि थैंक यू पूजा, थैंक यू तारा ओजा फॉर द आंसर्स। हाँ, उन्होंने बोला है कि दिखा है कि ही इज बाइंग दिस फॉलोइंग, और ये फेक फॉलोइंग कभी आपको जिताते नहीं है, क्योंकि वो दिखावा कर सकते हैं पर आपको जिता नहीं सकते, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट रियल, इट्स नॉट ऑर्गेनिक। और जहां तक मुझे खबर है, जहां तक मैंने अब ज्योतिका रुबीना की सिस्टर से बात करी है, उनके पास बिल्कुल कोई भी मतलब पीआर नहीं है। और अगर मैं आपको सच बताऊं, मैंने ज्योतिका से बात की थी और मैंने बोला था शायद आप लोगों को सोचना चाहिए इसके बारे में, शायद अगर आपको चाहिए, मेरे पास बहुत सारे पीआर के नंबर हैं, अगर आप चाहते हैं आई कैन शेयर देम विद यू, आप उनसे बात कर लो। इतनी बात हुई थी और उन्होंने मना कर दिया। उन्होंने बोला जैसे ऑर्गेनिकली रुबीना और अभिनव की फॉलोइंग है, जैसे ऑर्गेनिकली उनकी ये फेम, उनका ये प्यार जो आवाम से मिल रहा है, हमें उसके साथ खेलवाड़ नहीं करना है, हम चाहते हैं ऐसे ही जाते रहे। तो मैं आपको कंफर्म बता रहा हूँ कि रुबीना और अभिनव का कोई है ही नहीं पीआर। और जब किसी को कहते हैं ना कि मैं पीआर हूं, अच्छा अगर आपको लगता है तो ठीक है, लगते रहे, मुझे जो पसंद है मैं वही बोलता हूँ। मुझे and there's not enough money to buy what I want to say. I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. No one has enough money to buy what I want to say. So I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. अगर मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता मैं वो भी बोलता हूँ. Hina Gupta, Andy, why Abhinav has to react on Rakhi like crying and all? Can you go BB virtually? देखो हीना गुप्ता, अगर आपके ऊपर कोई लड़का जो राखी ने किया है अभिनव के ऊपर, तो आप भी रो देती शायद। इट्स अ पॉसिबिलिटी। एंड अगर अभिनव को इतना हर्ट हुआ कि वो रो रहा है, कि आई डोंट थिंक वो ऐसा बंदा है कि आई डोंट थिंक वो ऐसा बंदा है कि वो रो देगा बस दिखाने के लिए, क्योंकि अगर ऐसा होता तो ही वुड हैव क्राइड अ लॉट मोर, जैसे कि बहुत सारे ऐसे लड़कों ने रोया है घर के अंदर बहुत बार और कूट कूट के। सो इट्स लाइक so he's not the kind of guy that just cries. Okay, so it's a big thing if he cries. If you don't believe him, yes, you're right. You don't have to believe him. Absolutely. Gunjan Sharma, the way Kishwar is justifying sexual harassment sickening. Okay, मैंने वो सब कुछ नहीं देखा है, पर मैं जरूर उनके tweets देखूंगा, उसके ऊपर फिर comment करूंगा. Anushri Doshi, Paplu is gutter mouth, very irritating. Just can't tolerate him. Has to mute when he speaks. I agree. But आज तो उन्हें कोई potty mouth तो नहीं की. पप्पलू कटर, हाँ तो राहुल के बारे में कर रहे हो ना बात, तो उसने आज तो गालियां नहीं दी, पर ही जिस तरीके जो उसका जो तरीका है ना बोलने का, वो जो बहुत जैसे कॉन्डेसेंडिंग घंद बोलते हैं, वो अच्छा नहीं है। मतलब उसके लिए अच्छा नहीं है। ही डजंट लुक लाइक अ नाइस पर्सन, यू नो। अगर मैं पार्टी में होऊंगा और वो होगा वहां पे, मैं उसको अप्रोच नहीं करूंगा, बिकॉज़ आई फील लाइक ही इज नॉट अ नाइस पर्सन. Like to talk like that to somebody, you have to have a level of thinking, and I don't like that kind of thinking, so I wouldn't hang out with that kind of person just because I'm not comfortable. शिवम सिंह, अभिनव वीकेंड के पे बैश होगा एंड टॉपिक विल बी देवो में नाइफ फेंका, वो आप बीच में क्यों आए, आपने मुद्दा क्यों बनाया, ओ गॉड स्टॉप इट नाउ। या पर उसने मुद्दा तो बनाया नहीं जब उसने फेंका। आई मीन इट्स वेरी डेंजरस। आई डिडंट नो इट के चाकू था, कि कोई चाकू, मुझे नहीं पता था कि चाकू था। कि वो आप देखो, ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात है, जब उन्होंने फेंका ये तो नहीं, मुझे दिखा ही नहीं कि वो चाकू है। पर मैं तो देखता हूँ ना कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन के ऊपर, तो शायद इसी वजह से मुझे अगर मैं बड़े टीवी पे नीचे देखता तो मुझे दिख जाता। पर इफ इट वाज अ नाइफ, या दैट्स वेरी डेंजरस। इनफैक्ट बिग बॉस को बोलना चाहिए था उसको साइड पे लेके, कि भाई आप चाकू वाकू मत फेंको, कुछ ऐसे वैसे लग गया ना किसी को, फिर लेने के देने पड़ जाएंगे आप लोगों को। Goater Gang. Hello. Rahul and Ali didn't have issues with Arshi's Battamizi and Chugli when she was playing for them. Absolutely right. Love you, Andy. I watch you every day before I say, oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Goater. Where are we? What's this? Anya K. Rahul's Pia must have contacted Kishwar, same with Debo. I don't think so. I don't think so. Kishwar जो बोलेगी वो खुद से बोलेगी. I don't think कि वो किसी की PR है. I'm just gonna crush that right now. I don't think so, guys. Maneet Kaur, no questions, but I guess there is some lightning issue. We can see some black reflection on your spectacles. By the way, nice background. Oh, thank you. आज जो बैकग्राउंड है इसलिए है क्योंकि मैं और डायंड्रा सेलिब्रेट कर रहे थे और वो था डायंड्रा टू डाई फॉर ब्रांड उन्होंने लॉन्च किया है। तो आज हम कॉकटेल्स पी रहे थे, तो आज हम कॉकटेल बार में बैठे हैं और मैंने कॉकटेल खत्म कर दी है। तो और मैं एक ही लूंगा क्योंकि आई डोंट ड्रिंक वेरी ऑफ्टन, एंड अगर मैं एक और ले दिया फिर पता नहीं क्या होगा यहाँ पे। डोंट वांट टू ड्रिंक टू मच, जस्ट वन इज एनफ। देसी पटाखा, एंडी डेवो ने मिडिल फिंगर दिखाए तो कट कर दिया, रफूल ने दिखाया तो सीन कट, बट रुबीना ने पिंकी दिखाए तो वो पूरा वीकेंड के निकाल दिया। वाह, डू यू थिंक ये मुद्दा बनाएंगे? आई मीन देखो, हमें ये पार्शियलिटी और बायसनेस दिख रहा है, अगर हमें दिख रहा है तो सबको दिख रहा है ना। पॉइंट इज इट्स देयर, यू कांट हाइड नाउ कि जब भी ऐसा कुछ होता है ना कि ये जो क्रिएटिव एडिटिंग होती है वो तो फिर वो तो होता है, लाइक उसको क्या बोलने अभी, व्हाट कैन वी से। हाय गायत्री, किचन में जो ऑपोजिट साइड्स में खड़ा होकर शोर मचा रहा था, टीम वर्सेस टीम्स का, माय पेट reacted to the noise. She was sleeping peacefully, especially Debo. Oh my God. Vishali Narang, do you saw Raki ने डस्टबिन से खा लिया, बट वीकेंड के वार पे रुबीना के हाथ से नहीं खाया। शी इज नॉट द डमेस्ट शी प्रिटेंड्स। हाँ 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 वैशाली जी, वो तो एक बहुत बड़ा पॉइंट बना है ना, बहुत बड़ा पॉइंट है कि बहुत कैलकुलेटिव राखी है। मैंने बहुत बार बोला है कि राखी डम नहीं है। राखी ने इस इंडस्ट्री में बहुत सारा काम किया है। शी इज नॉट अ डम पर्सन, शी इज प्लेइंग मैरिलिन मनरो, इट्स अ होल, this is a whole scene, damsel in distress type of thing, but she's not stupid guys। मतलब राखी is not dumb, she's not stupid। वो उसने बिन से निकाल के खा लिया क्योंकि उसको अन्न का अपमान नहीं करना था। ये तो बस किसी को नीचे दिखाने के लिए हो रहा है ना, so it's an obvious plan। Vandana, I watched yesterday's episode and was so depressed watching that. Then I went to see your serial to get uplifted. Thank you for all the smile you bring. Oh, thank you, Vandana. That's such a sweet thing to say to me. I really do. Oh, that makes me want to do more. It makes me want to do more for you guys. Like, really. Um, One second. Tejaswani Trutha is saying, Andy, you picked my question, but you didn't read it. Rakhi ki train Abhinav ka platform se nikal nahi abhi. After yesterday, I thought she'll finally move on. You think she's probably trapped in her own game? I don't think she's trapped in her own game, but because what she's doing is, आज उसका क्लैरिफिकेशन था कि मैं जो मैंने अच्छा नहीं किया है, मैं उसको कैसे अच्छी तरह से साफ कर दूं ताकि मैं बुरी ना दिखूं। आज वो था। It's not that she's not over him. It's not that she actually likes him. She just wants to make sure that her game looks clean so that she can stay longer and she doesn't get voted out. It's a game. It's a full game. Gleam. Hello, Dheeraj. Rahul's expressions itself are irritating. Love your reviews. Thank you, Dheeraj. Andy, I watched Weekend Kavar today. What bothered me was Nikki talking about Rahul not wearing undies was turned into a huge issue. But when Rakhi cut Abhinav's undies, it wasn't even touched upon. Why? Well, you know why. हमें सब पता है एयर सक्सेना कि क्यों ये बात नहीं बोली गई, क्योंकि they want to make sure that the people like Rakhi Sawant, who is giving lots of content, doesn't leave the house, doesn't look bad, and stop performing because उनकी वजह से TRPs आ रही हैं. It's simple. I mean, come on, guys, let's not be stupid now. Like we need to also like put up thinking brains on and go, we know what's going on here. Anushri Doshi, this Halka Shukla and telling that Arshi is full of negativity and then telling that tere paas aane se gin aati hai was too much. अब यही है बंदा, ये राहुल वैदिया, यही है उसकी असलियत। जो आप होते हो आप वो ही दिखते हो। जितनी भी अच्छाई आप करने की कोशिश करोगे ना, जो आप हो वो ही निकल के आएगा, और वो ही राहुल का सीन है। हम उससे और ज़्यादा इससे एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करना चाहिए। हमें जो वो गंद मचाता है घर के अंदर, वो ही एक्सपेक्टेशन वहीं पे रखो, ताकि आप डिसअपॉइंट ना हो। अब मैं डिसअपॉइंट नहीं होता, मैं सिर्फ, मुझे ना अच्छा नहीं लगता जब वो करता है ऐसे, पर मैं उससे कुछ ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करता, तो मुझे ज़्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं होता। मैंने वो एक चीज़ बना ली है, जब ये सब ऐसे करते हैं, जब जब बुरी तरह से किसी के साथ कोई गलत व्यवहार करते हैं, तो मुझे ज़्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं होता, क्योंकि क्या फ़ायदा अफेक्ट होने से? आप कैसे अफेक्ट हो गए मुझे वो बताओ। ईशा अबरोल, एंडी लविंग, Andy, love from Chicago. Oh, thank you. Pattern with Rahul, pattern which Rahul told of Rubina applies to Ali and Rahul only. Every time anyone starts to talk to Rubina, they start ignoring, start barking at them like crazy. I know, you're absolutely right. I'm with you on this. Prad Kumar, have you seen Kishore tweets? I think you should reply. I genuinely feel you should reply her directly on Twitter. Love you. Okay, I'll definitely go and take a look. Obviously, I've not seen them, but I will look for them now. मैं देखूंगा कहाँ है. And thank you for the super chat. And Go Turk, hi again. Please give your fandom a name. Hereby I declare us Andy के अंडे. I don't think के सारे लोग जो है ना वो एंडी के अंडे पसंद करेंगे, पर ऐसे करते हैं. I think it's a good idea if we give a fandom a name if you really want. I don't think that, because I don't think of you guys as my fans. Okay, let me get this straight. मुझे नहीं लगता कि आप लोग मेरे फैन हो. मुझे लगता कि आप लोग मेरे वेल विशर्स हो, मेरे दोस्त हो, और दुनिया में ऐसे लोग हैं जो शायद मेरे सोच के साथ अपनी सोच को समझ पाते हैं, मिला सकते हैं. And I don't think of that as fans. I think of that as people who are genuinely understanding of each other, and that's more friends, well wishers, similar people in the world. But yeah, if you want to do it, go to आप और names बताओ, पर एंडी के अंडे नहीं, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं लगता कि सारे फैंस को अंडे बुलाना अच्छा होगा. I don't know. What do you think? आप मुझे बता दो, आप यहाँ पे हो, आप लोग सब हो यहाँ पे, आप मुझे बता दो कि आप क्या अपने आप को कुछ नाम देना चाहते हो? I mean, it's up to you guys. Why should I take that from you? If you want to, of course, do it, do it, do it. We are your fans. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. You missed Ruby on Fashion Police. हाँ गायत्री, that's true. मैंने सच में, oh sorry बेटा, चश्मा, मेरे चश्मे के वो ब्लैक आ गया वापस. I'll tell you why. See this? You missed Ruby on Fashion Week. हाँ, I missed her. You know, it's so weird. उस दिन मैं बहुत टायर्ड था. मैंने शूट किया था पूरा दिन. ओके, 7 बजे से तकरीबन मेरा शूट खत्म हुआ था 7 बजे. फिर उसके बाद मैंने लाइव किया स्ट्रेट अवे, जैसे ये कर रहे हैं. फिर उसके बाद मैंने शूट किया वो फैशन पुलिस, एंड फिर मैंने उसको एडिट किया, फिर मैंने उसको अपलोड किया. तो वो पूरा लंबा हो गया. पता, मैं 7 बजे उठा था, मैं रात को 1 बजे सोया था. तो आई वाज एग्जॉस्टेड दैट डे, एंड सच में कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. तो मैंने, जब मुझे बाद में पता चला, आई फॉरगॉट. आई वाज लाइक, ओह गॉड, अब मैं क्या करूं? And then I just put a note that I'll do something special, and I will do something special. I've got an idea for Rubina that I want to do, so I'm gonna, when I get time, I'm gonna do it, because now I'm editing something else. Let's take one more question, and then we should call it a night, you guys. Hi from Canada, Sheju. How are you doing? Andy's Angels. Woohoo! I like that. I like Andy's Angels, but does everyone want to be an angel? I don't know, but it's a good option. Let's have a look. अनीशा सिंह ठाकुर, एंडी, मैंने सुना है रश्मि देसाई, जैस्मिन दोनों बीबी के घर जाएंगी, मजा आएगा देखेंगे. Yeah, okay. I'm not interested in other people coming back in the house. अभी ना बस करो. और लोगों को, थैंक यू वेरी मच मिस अनकन्वेंशनल, अभी किसी को अंदर मत लेके आओ. बहुत लोग आ चुके हैं, बहुत लोग जा चुके हैं. अब ये जो बस स्टॉप है ना, इसको बस यहीं पे बस स्टॉप कर दो. I'm honest with that. Like, enough, yeah. और मत करो. Please. Don't let more people in the house. I'm so confused. Why इतने लोग आते हैं? Kamal Lalwani, hi. From China. Oh, hello. The currency earlier you were confused is renminbi, also called yuan. Is that from China? Am I being stupid? Am I being like a total like airhead? Sorry, I do that sometimes. I do sometimes become a complete ahead with these things. I'm just like, what's this? फैमिली वीक एंड आई नो फैमिली वीक, पर ये सारे किसी के फैमिली है क्या? रश्मि किसकी फैमिली है बताओ? उसका कोई जानने पहचाने वाला फैमिली वाला नहीं है वहां पे। ओके, जैस्मिन अली की एक्चुअली फैमिली नहीं है, दोस्त है, फिर गर्लफ्रेंड है, फिर मंगेतर हो सकती है, वो अभी तक है नहीं। उसकी बहन को भेजो। आई मीन अगर फैमिली है तो फैमिली को भेजो ना। आई एम जस्ट सेइंग। Okay, so I think this is gonna have to be my last one. I'm trying to just get a question that I haven't taken from somebody because I want to take all the questions from same people. Because sometimes मैं यहाँ पे जाता हूँ ना, फिर मैं किसी का question ले लेता हूँ, फिर बाद में पढ़ता हूँ, ऐसा नहीं है। तो फिर I just want to make sure कि I don't take all the same people's. Otherwise, what happens is फिर complaints आएंगी, आपने तो मेरा लिया नहीं, and I'll be like, sorry, I didn't notice. Taranum, oh, that's interesting. Taranum Begum. Andy Rubinov is अकेले रहेंगे जो शुरू से घर में हैं, तो आपको क्या लगता है अभिनव टॉप 3 में आएगा? अब तक ना बहुत कुछ हो सकता है घर के अंदर। मुझे लगता है कि वो डिजर्व करता है टॉप 3। मुझे तो लगता है कि अभिनव और रुबीना दोनों टॉप 2 डिजर्व करते हैं। आई थिंक ये पहली बार अगर ऐसे हुआ कि एक पति पत्नी टॉप 2 में पहुंचे, ये बहुत बड़ी न्यूज हो सकती है। ये पहली बार बिग बॉस की हिस्ट्री में, बिग ब्रदर की हिस्ट्री में, बिग ब्रदर यूनिवर्स की हिस्ट्री में ये पहली बार होगा जहां पे एक हस्बैंड वाइफ ड्यूओ ने डे 1 से डे एंड तक वहां पे डटे रहे और वो टॉप 2 में पहुंचे। दैट्स बिग। सो आई थिंक अगर किसी को बिग न्यूज चाहिए तो दिस इज बिग न्यूज बिकॉज इट्स प्रिटी इम्पॉसिबल फीट एंड इफ दे डू इट इट्स इनक्रेडिबल। Okay, last. Rahul is wannabe Siddharth Shukla. यार राहुल तो मतलब एक नाखून भी नहीं है सिद्धार्थ शुक्ला का। ओके ओके, रुतबा लोगन, हेलो, थैंक यू फॉर द सुपर चैट। व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट रूबी हुल शिपर्स? हैं, इसका मतलब क्या है रुतबा? व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट रूबी हुल शिपर्स? शिपर्स का मतलब क्या हो गया? I don't know what this means, Rutva. I'm trying to understand. I understand कि it's Rubina and Hul, Rubina and Rahul. Shippers का मतलब कोई फनी चीज है, फिर मुझे समझ में, शायद मैं टायर्ड हो गया हूँ, शायद ये है, मे बी इट्स दैट। आई एम सॉरी, मैं समझ नहीं पाया। मुझे माफ कर दो। Just like Rocky would do. Tejas P. Andy, speak about self-harm. It's wrong. I know. I know. ये जो हमने बाथरूम में, मैंने कल बोला था अपने एपिसोड में कि जब निकी तंबोली ने सिगरेट पीती हुई अंदर टॉयलेट में थी और वहां पे अभिनव बाहर से उसको कुछ समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा था, फिर रुबीना भी समझाने की कोशिश कर रही थी। उसने उस टाइम पे बोला था मैं चटका लगाना चाहती हूँ अपने आप को सिगरेट से। एंड ये चीज बहुत इट्स अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन। ये भी एक मेंटल स्ट्रेस, एक मेंटल साइकोसिस कह सकते हो, एंड इट्स अ वेरी हार्ड थिंग टू डील विद कि बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो अपने आप को सेल्फ हार्म करते हैं ताकि उनको कुछ फील हो, क्योंकि वो शायद उनको शायद, मुझे नहीं पता, मेरे साथ कभी नहीं हुआ है, मैं काउंसलर नहीं हूँ, ना कि मैं एक साइकाइट्रिस्ट हूँ जहाँ पे मुझे इसकी पूरी खबर है। जहां तक मुझे पता है वो एक जहां तक मैंने सुना है, पढ़ा है, वहां से मुझे बस ये पता है कि सेल्फ हार्म एक ऐसी चीज है जहां पे चंद चंद लोग जिनको लगता है कि वो अपने लाइफ से बिल्कुल नम है, बिल्कुल वो कुछ फील नहीं कर सकते, तो वो अपने आप को सेल्फ हार्म करते हैं ताकि उनको कुछ महसूस हो। बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग भी हैं जो ये चीज दिखावा के लिए भी करते हैं, पर ये बहुत गलत है। और आई फील कि अगर कोई भी हमारे यूथ यहाँ पे अब देख रहे हैं तो आप प्लीज इसको सोच समझ के, इसको अगर आपके मन में ऐसी कोई बात आई तो प्लीज रीच आउट टू समबडी टू टॉक अबाउट इट, क्योंकि जैसे आप इन चीजों के बारे में बात कर सकते हो, बात करोगे तो आपका मन हल्का होगा, आप शायद उससे कुछ ना कुछ खुशी पाएंगे और आप वो चीज नहीं करोगे। आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट एंड आई होप कि आप सब खुश रहें, एंड आबाद रहें और बढ़ावा करें अपनी लाइफ में, आप अपनी लाइफ में बहुत सक्सेसफुल हों, एंड आई होप एवरीवन's going to be happy. God, I feel like I'm doing a political radio broadcast or something, but it's an important thing. Okay, I'm still taking questions. Arshi and Raki, I guess, are playing together. They fight, they patch up, repeat, and roll that away. What do you feel? But Arshi is a bit more bearable than Raki. What do you feel? अभी bearable हो गई है अर्शी, पर वो भी unbearable हो जाती है. I think Raki and Arshi were the same only. They go in and out of being bearable and not bearable, I feel. Andy, please bring a special panel for the final week. Okay, I will think about it if it can happen. Acha. Gayatri, shippers means do you ship this couple? Like, oh, like, do you like this relationship? Acha, Rutva. Where? Oh, I just missed you again. There you go. Rutva, Logan, shippers are people who want to see people. Acha, acha. Nahi. Hargiz nahi. I do not want to see Rubina and Rahul together ever in this life, not in the next 7 lives. अभिनव रुबीना को 7 जन्म तक निभाना है. अभी शादी की है ना उन्होंने, तो शांत बस. Andy, since this has become such a safe place, what would you be up for doing mental health counseling and awareness vlogs? Absolutely, but honestly, मुझे इतना इसके बारे में पता नहीं. I feel like I'm under qualified for that, you know. I don't mind doing like a agony Andy where I can like take people's questions and give my advice as a older brother or figure, or if everyone's too young, uncle figure. I don't know, like I don't mind doing that, like an agony Andy. What do you think? I don't mind at all. Hassan Shahid, hi. Are you in contact with Kushal, Tanya, Tanisha, and Arman? I'm in touch with Tanisha and Arman, not Kushal much, but I have messaged him on and off at some points, but I wouldn't say I'm in touch with him exactly. Rahul was always wannabe of someone. In India, he was wannabe Sonam Nigam and got called out for it. He lost there due to his arrogance, by the way. History will repeat itself. He'll never change. There you go. This is funny. Dipa Shaha. Fandy, fan of Andy. That's not bad. I don't mind Fandy, but it sounds like Fanny, which in America is bum. So I'm not sure if the Americans are gonna be happy to be called Fandy. But Fandy is not a bad idea. I don't mind. Fandy's funny. I like the name. It's funny. Rahul Sharma, a tight slap for Ali Goni. I can feel you're all blessing me. Vaishali Narangai again. Andy, why Nikki is soft corner for Rahul? Like Abhinav is better friend than Rahul, but again she picked Rahul between Abhin. I know Nikki is very confused. जो उसको बोला गया ना कि ऐसी है वैसी है ऐसी है वैसी है. Maybe guys don't forget. ये भी connection है ना कि दोनों मराठी हैं. ये भी एक connection होता है जो आप जहां से हो आप, वो कल्चर आप एक दूसरे को बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझते हो. दे intrinsically they understand. जैसे पंजाबी जाते हैं, कहीं पे पंजाबी मिल जाए ना बस खत्म. गुजराती कहीं पे मिल जाए बस connection. So I think it might also be that, yeah, we can't overlook that. Gunjan Sharma, love you all the way from the Netherlands. Oh, nice. Andy, you restore my faith in humanity. You deserve all the happiness in the world. Oh my God, Gunjan. Thank you for that blessing. I bless you right back. I bless you with everything the universe has good to give you. Absolutely. ये मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों होता है? मैं सोचता हूँ कि मैं आधे घंटे में ही निपटा दूंगा और 1 घंटा 15 मिनट होने को है और मैं अभी तक भी ये क्वेश्चंस ले रहा हूँ. Use iPad. Okay. Love your smile, Andy. Love your teeth. Oh, thank you very much. Mashirsi, she's friends with 2 people who has the highest vote common sense. She's very clever. That's true. That's Mashiri. I think you're right on that situation. Okay, guys, मैं अभी चले जाता हूँ, नहीं तो फिर हम यहाँ पे पूरी रात भी बिता सकते हैं, मतलब ऐसे ही amazing बातें करते हुए. What's this? Vaishali Rang. And your fandom could be called Andom. Like, but that sounds like condom. I'm just saying. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, I can't. Oh, maybe it's funny.
Fandom can be andom. I love this. I love this. Let's keep this going. Keep thinking of names. कल भी आएंगे कल. अच्छा एक second. कल 7 बजे सृष्टि रोडे एंडीज रॉयल्टीज 7 बजे और फिर उसके बाद शाम को यहाँ पे for the review again. Okay, you guys, take care of yourselves. बहुत मजा आया आज आपसे बात करते हुए. And Diandra ने भी आज जल्दी चले गई क्योंकि she was very tired. वो बहुत busy थी अपने launch के साथ. तो आप जाके please उसको follow करना. To Die For by Diandra Soares वो Insta पे है. तो please उनको भी जाके follow करना. And she's got some really amazing designs. मैं भी उनका कपड़े पहनूंगा एक न एक दिन. Alright, take care of everybody. Andy's Candies. Good night. Good night.